Hey guys, Kim from STEDI here. Today we're doing another installation of a rally bar onto this JB74 Jimny here. Shouldn't take you too long, should be roughly about 2 hours, and it will just require your basic tools. We do provide everything inside the box, so let's get into it. So out of the box in the Jimny Rally Bar, you will have the main rally bar tube itself. That is where you will mount your lights. Also in the box will be the brackets. So there's one for each side, and you have spaces for in between the bumpers as well. To help you mount the brackets, we provide a template in the box for you. Follow the instructions on the template and I'll show you as we go along as well. So on that, we do have the fasteners that will fit the tube and the brackets together. We provide a step drill bit there for you to make the drill into the bumper. There are the M6 bolts that go directly from the tube to the bracket, and the bag that has the bolts for the bracket that goes into the chassis. Okay, to start off the process, we will be taking this grille off the car. Just bear in mind that this vehicle has been slightly modified in the past. None of them will affect what we're doing here. Just got to grab it and get it out of the trim pieces. Just make it click. Just be mindful of your indicators because they are wired in there. And disconnect the indicators. Once it's disconnected, we can put the grille off to the side. So as you can see, this may look different to your Jimny. In a factory version, there is a plastic shroud that comes around the sides of the radiator there. That can be removed. So there will be some push clips there. So just remove them out and you'll end up with an empty cavity. Next step here will be removing the bumper. We'll start off removing the plastic clips at the top. For reference, these are the two holes that you'll be using the template on. So that's where you'll get the reference for the cutting point. As you can see, the bumper is already cut on this one. But we'll still demonstrate how to use the template. So underneath, you have to remove 3 bolts and 2 Phillips screws. So the 3 10mm bolts are central. There is a screw on either side. That's the mud guard attached to the bumper. You can grab a 10mm and we'll just remove them. And there's a Phillips here holding the mud guard. And just do that on both sides. So remove 3 of these plastic push tabs. So remove that, and there will be one below here. This one's already removed at the bottom there. Now we'll grab our 10mm and we'll take these out from here. Now just repeat that on the other side. Once we've got all those bolts and screws out, the bumper is ready for removal. So we'll just grab it and then pull it forward. Just give it some wiggles. That's the express route. It'll most likely hang there because you've got your fog lights still connected to the car. We'll just leave it as is. We'll just let it hang there slightly. You can always grab something to support it underneath. Once that's there, we can start mounting the template and we'll show you the cutting points. With the template, it is labeled right-hand side and left-hand side. That is referring to the driver position. For the right-hand side, I'll show you. We'll pop this out. So we'll get the bumper put back onto where the holes align, and then we'll put the templates over the top of them. So what I'm going to do is going to grab one of the plastic clips, so just to make sure that the templates aren't moving. So we've got the templates on. Once we're happy and we're confident that everything is aligned and square and it's been marked, we can make our incisions with the step drill. We can now remove the bumper and we can start installing the brackets. Just a little bit of extra advice, just leave it semi-hanging like this when you're ready to drill because it makes it a lot easier for it to go through the holes. We'll get to mounting the brackets onto the chassis. It will require these 2 locations here. So one is empty and one has a factory bolt in it. So let's remove that factory bolt and let's get started. You'll grab the bracket that is correctly located for each side. We'll grab the 10mm bolt and the 13mm bolt. That's what you'll use. So the 10mm goes into the smaller one, like so. And the 13 will require the L bracket. So that will sit through the hole as such. And then we'll just thread it on by hand for now. Once we've hand tightened them, we can grab our socket and we can crank it up and make sure it doesn't come off. So now we've got both brackets on, we can get the bumper over the top back to its original position, and then we can see that the holes there should align with the top 2 holes on the brackets. Now the bumper is on where it's supposed to be. We can check the alignment of the holes and make sure all the clips are there and put the clips back in. So now we've got our bumper on. We can chuck our grill back on. If you want to do any wiring while this is off, go ahead and do so. Makes it a lot easier. There's a bit more space for getting your arms in and whatnot. But for now, we'll get the grill back on. Make sure you clip back in your indicators. We're going to put this hoop back on. This does have our hex clamps ready for the driving light. You can put them beforehand. However, for installing the tube onto the brackets, you'll be using the 2 bolt hole opens there, and you'll grab the M6 along with the spacers. They'll sit on the cutouts for the bumper and your tube will sit on top of them. So essentially that is the bar installed. Now, yeah, like I said before, we do have a hex clamps here set up for the driving lights. So you can either do that beforehand or after the fact. We probably recommend it beforehand, just it makes it a little bit easier to rotate them and align them before you get them on. So now we're there, we can install the lights and we're good to go. So there we have it, guys. That is the installation of the rally bar on the Jimny here. As you can see, it's a nice profile, sits on the factory bumper and gets you some lights in your car. For more information, be sure to head over to our website. For any other questions, contact our customer support team and make sure you follow us on all our socials.